even people.
Okay, guys.
Okay, let's start. Okay.
It's the Clickcast episode 2.
What's up?
What's up?
Welcome to the Clickcast.
We are going to start off with some No Way Home.
Yes.
You all see that new trailer, right?
Oh my god.
There's no way that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
Dude.
You got.
Did you
did you see that they took that shit out after the trailer was released?
Yeah, a lizard going.
Yeah.
They took it out, man.
Yeah,
obviously, Tom Holland is not the only Spider-Man in that fucking trailer.
Obviously
no.
not. Unless
There's
the
no
lizard
way.
was fighting like Prowler or somebody.
Somebody you can't see.
Hey, did you see?
I just want Terry
Prowler,
Crews
you
as a
gotta have
live-action
Miles.
Prowler. I just want Terry Crews as a live-action Prowler.
Oh, dude, count me in for that.
Did you see Andrew Garfield got pissed that he's still getting asked, and he's just like, you know what? You're gonna find out on December 17th. Leave it at that.
Yeah, I agree with the dude. I'd get pissed off too.
Very.
I
Man.
couldn't be an actor for the sole reason that I couldn't deal with people being like that.
Exactly. I hate people. I hate people way too much. I'd have to fucking wear a disguise everywhere and fuck that.
Right. That's too much
Hey, what's up,
work.
Trey?
Hey,
Yeah.
our fearless leader has arrived.
I had some technical difficulties. But
What's up, man?
What's up?
what's up? What are you guys talking about?
We're
No
talking
Way
about
Home.
the No Way Home trailer.
Oh, Jesus.
What do you think?
Trev?
Okay. Well, I follow the new rock stars on YouTube.
Yeah.
And for every, 2.5 minute trailer, there's a fucking 24-minute breakdown video that breaks down every single little tiny thing. of
Every
it.
frame.
And I watch every one of those.
I also
And
watch
so
every one of those.
I think I've thoroughly ruined like the past 6 or 7 movies by doing that to myself.
Oh, okay.
But, because he's like, hey, I used to do video design and I can tell that this is blurry right here. This is where Andrew Garfield is going to be. And this is where Tobey Maguire is going to be. And they were scrubbed out of the trailer like they scrubbed characters out of the Endgame trailer. Where they had Hulk in there and then it ended up being Hulkbuster. So yeah, I've watched every second of every breakdown of it. I don't want to ruin it anymore for myself. I just want to wait and
That's
watch
fair.
it in the theater.
That's fair.
What about Hit Monkey? You guys talk about Hit Monkey yet?
Oh, dude.
But
Hit
I
Monkey's
finished
fucking
Hit Monkey
awesome.
last night, and I think it's the best Marvel TV show I have ever seen. Better than Daredevil, hands down.
It was great.
Perfect.
It is great. I'm not completely finished with it yet. I'm gonna save for the rest of it for tonight. But the last episode I was on, I can't remember this chick's name, but she was actually reading a Punisher comic in the show. So I was like, isn't that kind of breaking the fourth wall there?
A little bit, yeah.
Interesting. I know I've only seen 2.5 episodes of it, and the first one I didn't see any Marvel Easter eggs, or at least my eyes didn't catch any. But the beginning of episode 2, when the monkey goes into Japan, there's fucking Silver Samurai standing right there.
I
And
saw
I'm like,
that.
"There's Silver Samurai."
Yeah.
That was so dope.
Yes.
That was really cool.
He's actually in the show in the last 2 episodes too.
Fucking spoiler alert.
Oh yeah.
I'm only 3 episodes in.
I mean,
Same. I'm hoping for Deadpool, man, because they had some amazing just stuff going on in the comics
Team
back
ups.
in the day.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
So-
great.
Speaking of,
I
what were you gonna say? Sorry.
I was looking forward to a Deadpool cameo the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe season 2.
Yeah.
Did you know
Maybe.
there's gonna be another season?
Maybe. It's
There has to be.
probably well perceived enough, but they definitely ended on a note that's this is done.
Oh,
They
okay.
could do more, but it's also wraps the story up really neatly.
okay.
Man, that's nuts. But yeah, I watched I think I'm on like episode 3 or 4, and then I had to go to work, so I had to wrap that up quick with boredom of watching people gamble.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It was awful. It was awful. But yeah, man, it's No Way Home. We were talking about. Did you see where Andrew Garfield got pissed off about people asking him about it?
I've seen everything. Like
Yeah.
when I tell you I've seen everything, I've seen everything. I've seen it all.
Yeah.
This dude is just ready to watch the movie. and be
All
done.
right. We
No,
all are.
well, it's not that. It's just that, like, fuck, we know at this point that they're going to be in it. So
All right.
Marvel tiptoeing around and the actors tiptoeing around is just part of the pre shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. To
we know
build.
that they're going to be in it. And fuck, what was that? There's a whole scene of Andrew Garfield with the blue screen behind him in the costume. And there's this other one where what's his name? Tom Holland is looking at Andrew Garfield, or not Andrew Garfield, but
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and he says, "Your webs come out of your hands," and it's not audible, but you can see it on his lips, and it's like a lip thing. And so all of it points to it. So like, why am I further ruining it for myself? Like,
All right.
when it came to Force Awakens back in 2015, I avoided the internet for like 6 weeks, I think, or so.
Same.
Like, I just didn't even look at the internet at all.
At
And
all.
so for all this No Way Home shit, like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it. And as much as we think, us, the nerds, everyone collectively thinks that they've discovered, there's still gonna be a bunch of mind-blowing shit that happens in the middle of the movie that no one could have predicted.
Right.
And the after credit scene can only be something like really fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I was thinking
You think
about
it's
that
gonna
the other
do? You think it's gonna do end game money?
No, I think what's happening. Oh, money, yes, money, of course. Oh God, yeah. This is one of the. I remember watching the new Rockstars video 6 months ago, or 6 or 7 months ago, and they were like, "This is really ballsy of them to say that this is going to be a theater-only exclusive thing, because we don't know what COVID's going to look like 7 months from now."
They're still
for
going to
them
make it.
to firmly say theater only, not knowing what COVID's going to look like in December, was pretty ballsy. But I mean, I'm going to go see it in the theater.
Right.
Last movie I saw in the theater was shit. I can't remember. It was pre-COVID. I haven't seen a movie since fucking 2019 in the theater.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Last one I went to was Venom, and it was pretty the same. Like, you just had to wear your mask in the lines, and then once you got into the theater, sat down, take them off. Other than that, it was nothing bad.
Yeah, my last one was Endgame.
Yeah. Endgame.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
think
it's been a while.
Wow, yeah. My last one was Annabelle, the last Annabelle movie. Not by choice.
Not by choice.
I've never been a huge fan of going to the movies, though. It's just, I don't know.
And I think a lot of people have gotten used to the Paramount Plus and HBO Max way of releasing movies and stuff too.
Yeah, but for me, the theater experience is totally different. You got the whole surround sound thing going, you got the big screen and everything. It's a totally different experience.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Same, man. It's just,
yeah, but you can't watch the movie naked.
Well, that's
Word.
a good point. That's a good point. Not legally.
I mean, you can, but with
Pee Wee Herman
Yeah.
tried it once.
Yeah,
no, he was in a porn
that
theater.
well
He had
for him.
every reason. He had every right to have his.
Yeah, that's him.
But I wanted to talk about fan expectations
Ooh.
because I've been seeing a lot of heat about the Cowboy Bebop thing that just dropped yesterday.
Yes,
And-
especially
and-
for me. It's mostly for me.
So I'm speaking from my experience. I've never read Hit Monkey comics, so my expectation is wide open for Hit Monkey.
Yeah.
In the same vein, I watched maybe 2 or 3 episodes of Cowboy Bebop, and I watched some anime, but not a whole heck of a lot. So, I'm like, yeah, Cowboy Bebop, this was cool, and they're making a show out of it. That's fine. But there's a thing that happens with fans when they get their hearts wrapped around something, and then they make it. And if it's not what they think in their brain and their heart it's supposed to be, then they don't like it. So that's why people got all pissed off about Michael Keaton back in 1989, because they in their brain thought Batman was one thing, and to think Mr. Mom, or I think Beetlejuice came after Batman, but maybe
I think it was too.
they're like, this short guy, this comedy guy is going to be Batman, and then he killed it. And then Heath Ledger, and so on and so on. So for properties that are lesser known, for something to come out, they always have better reception, I think, like Guardians of the Galaxy, because who gave a fuck about Guardians of the Galaxy before 2014? Nobody.
Exactly.
And it turned great. But when a new Batman or Superman or Spider-Man movie comes out, people lose their shit because it's not exactly what they thought, because they're intimately familiar with it before the movie came out.
Okay,
So it's interesting to me just to see the hate for the Cowboy Bebop recently. And
so
for that
I'm a huge anime fan.
Yeah.
That is like hands down one of my preferred forms of media. Cowboy Bebop is in my top 5 anime. That is that's like not even an anime. That is the spiritual journey you take yourself on with images, right?
Yeah.
I watched 2 episodes of the Netflix one. I will finish it. It is enjoyable, but it's really not Cowboy Bebop.
Let's look at it like this. Is it anime live action bad as is it
It's nowhere near
Full
as bad
Metal
as,
Alchemist, or
I
is it
didn't
live
watch that.
action Dragon Ball Evolution?
It's like not as bad as Death Note was.
Okay.
I didn't watch Dragon Ball Evolution. I had no desire to.
Lucky.
Yeah, lucky for you. You're lucky.
At all.
It was awful.
You're very.
The JoJo's Bizarre Adventure movie was terrible. I'll give you that. The live action one they did of that was horrid. I wanted to cry.
Yeah. The best live action I've seen when it comes to anime is probably Tokyo Ghoul.
Never seen that one.
That's not bad.
What about Speed Racer?
Oh hell yeah!
Is that even a thing?
Yeah.
No,
And it was good.
Is
liked
that
it.
still a thing?
it was
It's a cool
enjoyable
movie.
for the most part.
I thought it
Yeah.
was good.
It's
Yeah,
shit. That came out in what, like 08, 09?
Yeah, it was-
before
yeah.
that.
like
It's been a
13 years
minute.
old.
It's been a minute.
I will say this though. I will say this about Cowboy Bebop. Now, if I look at it in a perspective that I had no idea what Cowboy Bebop was,
right.
or the anime or anything, and I watched it, I would probably think I highly enjoy it.
Right.
But like Trevor said, I had my expectations set too high because it's a property that I've been a fan of for 10 years and I had my heart into it. So I did that to myself.
Right. It's kind of like, if you guys remember all the fucking hate Masters of the Universe Revelation was getting.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly the same thing I'm talking about. That's people who have had this in their head and hearts for 35 fucking 40 years. I don't know how long. What?
Exactly.
1985, 1986, something like that. So in their brains, they're like, how would I continue this story? And if anyone does it any different than what I thought, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
And that's where the problems come in. So you have to go into shit either not knowing or just being really open.
All right.
Yeah.
And you know, Smith even told him, he was like, we went so far back into the Mattel vault to find stuff for this that it's just, he was pulling stuff out from the beginning of the comics before they were even, you know, like with the action figures and stuff like that. And people are pissed that Tila took over. You know what I mean?
Definitely enjoyed that. I
Me
enjoyed
too,
that.
man. Like, if you think about it, though, honestly, if you fucking think about it, though, man, if something happens to He-Man and he gets fucking captured or anything like that, who the fuck's gonna lead the team to go save He-Man?
Yeah.
Fucking
Teela.
Teela, right?
No, that is exactly what it would be. 100%. I just think that calling it Masters of the Universe Revelation and billing it as a whole, like a new He-Man show and killing He-Man in the second episode of the show first.
But that's the thing. He said from the get-go, this isn't just about He-Man. This is Masters of the Universe. It's about all of them.
I understand that it's about all of them, but I feel like with the hype of a new He-Man show and He-Man barely being in it, that's what upset a lot of people. I enjoyed the fuck out of the show. At first, I was like, why is there no He-Man? And I was upset about that. And as a whole, the show was amazing though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. You got to think that was only part one.
Well, I mean, yeah. How are you going to end the show with Skeletor getting a sword?
Yeah. Right.
Exactly, man. part two comes out Tuesday, actually.
Oh, I was about to ask that.
Yes. I'm
Really?
fucking ecstatic. Yeah. Comes out Tuesday, man.
I'll have to
Part
check that
two.
out. Yeah.
Episode 6 through 10.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, man. It's people get that way. It's like there's some movies out there that don't do good just because fans are like, nope. Justice League was not one of those exceptions.
Well, at least not the Josh Whedon version. The Zack Snyder version was awesome, I think.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I had to split it up a little bit though. I watched like an hour and a half.
I just binged through it. I'm like, I got this. I can do this. And I honestly, I was so entranced by it that I didn't even realize it was 4 hours.
Yeah, it was just I took a little bit of time out because I felt like I was drifting off a little bit here in between scenes and shit.
Did you say you were jerking off between scenes?
That's what I heard too. I'm like, wait a minute here.
What?
Wonder Woman,
No.
Yeah, the Wonder Woman.
Yo, I just took a smoke break, so I've been gone for like, I don't know, 2.5 minutes. What do you guys?
Oh, you're good, man.
Damn, you're like
What are
a
you talking
fucking
about?
ninja. Didn't know you were gone.
Yeah.
I know. It's a thing.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, I can't wait till Tuesday when part 2 comes out.
Part 2 of what?
Masters of the Universe, Revelations.
Yes.
Oh, that. Yeah. I watched like the first couple of the first one, and like the Joker Skeletor kills He-Man, and I'm like, that's weird. And I just didn't watch the rest of it. So,
It's worth it.
I know, and a lot of things are worth it. But you know what? I'm invested in a lot of things right now. Like
All right.
I got my fingers in Tiger King 2 with my birthday, and the Hit Monkey thing, and the next season of Lock and Key. I'm halfway through that.
Oh, that's good.
It's really good.
Yeah,
and,
it is.
Oh God, what else? Fucking sakes. Yeah, that's about it. But I mean, I'm partially through a whole bunch of different series, which I have access to every episode. So if
I
wanted
feel
to
you
go-
though, man. Like I haven't even started on You season 3 yet.
What is it?
Just it's You.
Is that the serial killer guy on Netflix?
Yeah.
All the memes. I never even watched any of that.
Oh man, it's really good, dude. It's really good. And season 3's been out for like a month or two now. I just feel like there's so much shit going on with life and everything else, man.
So what is he like? Dexter Light or something? Is what I've
Yes and no.
seen? Like, does he kill bad people, or does he just kill people
He
because they're annoying?
kills
or-
people that are how he feels bad for whoever the fuck he's trying to be in a relationship with, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
So like if you're like his old lady's like best friend and he thinks that you're bad for her, he'll fucking lock you up and fucking kidnap
that's
the shit out of
relatable.
you. Yeah,
That's right.
but it's good. Like in the way he justifies things, it's just kind of like it's fucked up.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of episodes of You, and I can't really get into it, but it's really fucked up.
Like, isn't there a new season of Dexter out now too?
Yeah, it's on Showtime.
Is it?
I don't have Showtime, so I've been able to watch it, but I've watched the
neither.
entire series of Dexter
Oh,
previously.
so I watched most of it with my wife. I never watched would watch it on my own.
Right.
I thought it was really good. It just the ending was kind of weird, but other than that,
I never saw the end.
I didn't watch Dexter either. I exist just knowing the gist of all these shows that everybody's into. I'm like, Game of Thrones, never seen it. I know there's
I haven't
incest,
either.
dragons, murder, graphic sex
Incest?
scenes, incest again, and then what's the other one? Fucking Walking Dead. Yeah, Walking Dead. Oh, zombies, drama, human drama, lots of human drama, not so much killing zombies, but more so just humans being dramatic. Okay.
Pretty much.
Then one guy gets his head smashed with a bat once, and I watched that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And so I just skip over the highlights of all of the things that everybody is super into.
That's actually pretty smart.
Trevor gets spoilers for shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's that. I never watched Sons of Anarchy. That was.
I watched all of Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Sons is good because it was a show that was on. What was it on? USA?
FX, wasn't it?
FX or something, right?
I think
and that
so,
was
FX.
In the early days of when cable was able to say shit.
Yeah.
So, for me to be able to get immersed into a show, I think they should be able to cuss freely.
Yeah.
And so, if a show can say shit, but they can't say fuck, and they say things like, "What the freak is this shit?" And I'm like, you were almost there. It's really close.
Yeah, you're almost there.
Close, but no cigar.
Yeah.
It's like
it's just cheesy. I'm like,
yeah. I feel like cussing in TV is becoming more of a thing, though. You hear a lot more.
A lot. Chucky, the new Chucky.
Chucky has a lot of fucking cussing in it.
And I follow so much horror stuff on Facebook that it advertises shit, and it was like, this is how many fucks Chucky can say per episode. Click on it. It was like a clickbait thing because it could have just told me 9, but it didn't.
Yeah.
I always look in the comments.
Always look in the comments. Yes.
For the people that did read it,
yeah.
The Chucky show could say fuck, and I was like, oh, Chucky, ooh, he can cuss. Okay. I was worried about a show. See, I was worried about the Sons of Anarchy effect because if Chucky's going to be on Sci-Fi or whatever it is, FX, I'm like, oh no, are they going to mild it down to TV 14? And it's kind of fucked up but not really fucked up. Chucky needs to be really fucked up because he's a killer. And so if they had him say freaking, I would throw the remote of the TV.
Yeah. Right. I don't blame you there.
I think I would too.
Exactly, man. I feel you on that. It's just the rebooted Child's Play about the fucking AI shit, and it just went nuts because some dude fucking did something to it. I feel like it was
Chucky, but somebody spilled some water on him and his eyes go
exactly.
I'm gonna kill everybody.
I feel like it was a good idea for today, but they should have fucking done it without the Child's Play name or Good Guy Dolls or whatever the fuck else in it. They should have done I don't know, fucking, you know what I mean though. It shouldn't have been Child.
They're out of good ideas, and so everything is a reboot. And I fucking was sifting through when I opened my cable box movie section, and I go to the horror section, and then I click on the options that are free to me, included in all my subscriptions. There's 1,500 titles, I believe. So I start sifting through it, and I seen fucking 7 movies that have Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the title. And one of them is Origins, and it's him as a child, and I can only imagine that it would be something like the first Rob Zombie Halloween movie where he's a kid and he's probably mutilating birds or something. And I'm like, they can't just come up with a fresh idea anymore. It has to be a reboot or a remake or a prequel or some shit of something that already exists. And like,
Right.
the new Halloween movies were great. I liked them. I don't know, like whatever. I'd like to see Michael Myers finally get killed next Halloween. I'm not sure that's gonna happen.
They keep making money off of them. They're going to keep them alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
But the whole mystery is like, is he immortal? Is he like Jason? Because Jason ended up being some kind of immortal zombie that couldn't be killed no matter what.
Mhm.
And you can drown him, and he can stay in the lake for a while, but he'll still come back, and stuff like that. And Freddy still comes back because he's like a dream demon thing.
Yeah.
And Chucky survives for some fucking reason. I don't know why Chucky
Right.
keeps living.
like
Yeah.
I just finished
Chucky
the Hatchet
survives the
trilogy.
same way as Darth
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Darth Maul.
Maul. Yeah, Chucky survives the same way as Darth Maul. Pure hatred alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said,
And
I
Voodoo
just
Man.
finished Hatchet, the Hatchet trilogy.
I haven't seen those.
I started the first one, and it looks very promising because it's Kane Hodder, who is the
Yes.
actor who did the last several Jason movies,
Right.
and it's gory as fuck, isn't it? Isn't it really gory?
Dude, it definitely takes the kills to another level, but not like Saw shit. It's like Madman fucking killing people, fucking like he chopped a dude with, or he cut a fucking dude in half from the bottom up with a chainsaw. And
That's fun.
I was like,
That's
he started
very
with the nuts, dude. You're like, oh my fucking god. And then like it's showing like the blood dripping, and the next thing you know, his testicles just like fall hanging, and
Check this out.
it's about this fucking dude.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the Toonie
Okay.
Terror one.
Yeah.
Victor Crowley. And
That's
they made
cute.
a trilogy of it. Like he doesn't it. I don't want to. Well, fuck it. It's a trilogy. So he doesn't die at any of the end of the movies. All three movies are just. It's all based on one, like within a 24-hour period.
Okay.
And then shit happens, and fucking they got to figure out how to kill him and shit. It's fucked, but it's really fucking good. And Robert Englund and Tony Todd, who played Candy,
Yes.
is in it.
Wow. They're in
Yeah.
it.
Yes. And
Yes.
then Danielle, what the fuck is her? Harris, who played Jamie in 4 and 5, and she was in the first and second Rob Zombie Halloween movies.
I know what
Is
you're talking
also in
about.
it. It's fucking it's got a whole bunch of fucking horror cast people. Like fucking main dude from the Gremlin movies is like the sheriff in it and shit.
Well,
I love it.
not to
So-
change the whole topic, but I have over here all the ClickCast photos we've gotten in the group.
Yeah.
I know Adam wanted to give a shout out to Chris Cooper for
Yes, Chris Cooper for the NECA shredder. That was an amazing photo.
this guy right now.
Yeah, that is that's my pick for the Clickcast pick of the week.
Yeah,
I like Nick Italos's picture. If you were able to go in and like type in the hashtag on there somehow. Wow, I didn't see that one. That's great.
yeah, they were all really good.
Yeah, I think there's another Brandon Torres photo.
Brandon. Yeah, Brandon is a little ACBAer.
Yeah, he is.
Where did it go?
Right here.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's kicking Iron Man
That's
Yeah.
through the
Daredevil.
kitchen. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. We know.
Oh, I hate the yellow and red suit so much. Like, bro, how you gonna fight crime running around looking like a traffic cone, bro?
So
It's
shout out
classic
to like
Daredevil.
these 3 people that decided to take a picture and put the hashtag on it. Hopefully next week there'll be like 4.
Yeah,
5.
hopefully. Oh,
Yeah, that's good shit though.
it is.
Very much so.
I like it.
That would have been my second choice if I hadn't seen the Shredder one.
Yeah, I seen there was another one I saw somewhere that yeah, the Brandon Torres one he did.
He's good.
Yeah, he is.
Alright.
This one.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, I
one a
like
lot.
that one too.
I've never seen like this Scarecrow before. And
Yeah,
I haven't
that's
either.
new.
I don't know what one that is.
I like the Black Mask.
Yeah.
That's
Isn't that-
cool.
Isn't that the Arkham Black Mask?
I'm not sure.
I don't really know if it is or not.
It might even be a Kit Bash because that kid, he does things.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
All right. Yeah.
Is that supposed to be Solomon Grundy back there?
I think that is Solomon Grundy back there.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah,
So I was
some
like-
Deathstroke and some Ra's al Ghul and Poison Ivy.
Man, that's sweet. He does good stuff, man.
Definitely. All these pictures are great.
Yeah. But yeah, it's still waiting on a bunch of the McFarlane figures to come out. Like now they're they're already got the figures out for a video game that ain't even out yet. The Arkham, what was it, like Arkham Protectors or something?
Gotham
Yeah.
Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gotham Knights. There we
Yeah.
go. Like the game's been pushed back like 12 times since it was announced. I believe
With
it was.
COVID, almost every game has been pushed back.
Yeah.
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 Hundreds.
I think. Well, I don't think Batman's actually in that game. I think it's just all the
No,
Bat
no.
family.
I think this, like, he dies and that's when
Yeah.
they take over or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited for Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to play that one.
that one looks good too.
Yeah.
And then the new Spider-Man game. I've platinum trophied on my PlayStation both Spider-Man and Miles Morales.
Yeah,
So,
because
let me tell
Venom.
Beyond excited for that shit.
I still got to play the other ones. I haven't played them yet either.
We gotta
Which one's
talk
that?
about this giveaway, guys, though. I got
Oh, yeah.
this zombie Captain America.
Oh.
Don't worry, you lucky motherfuckers. Gonna get
Which
that.
I have mine over there posed up.
I have
I mean-
no interest in Marvel Legends anymore. It's basically only Black Series and then anime figures, which are
Yeah. I've gotten a little back into Legends recently with all the what if stuff and new
That's kind of what
Spider.
got me back into
Uh,
a little bit. Not
if
not,
I get
not
into
a lot.
anything else, I'm gonna get all of the gargoyles from
Yes.
the Mecha line.
That's a must. That is a must.
Still, my favorite figure is Holland Carnage.
Yeah.
Fallen Carnage.
All in Carnage, yes.
This head can go on anything.
That's a thing
man.
now.
I swear to God.
I have Hawk sitting here with me.
Oh, nice.
And then I've got Jeets right here
All right.
Oh
doing
my
his
God.
iconic
I wish I could flip my camera so you guys could see my workstation. This is where I work every day, which is why I have this
Yeah.
gray screen
Yeah.
behind me.
Oh yeah.
And I have so many figures around me. Like you
I
can't
believe
see
you.
any of them at all. And
No.
I work, and on camera you can't see anything, but I can see. I've got this one. And I got MODOK over here, which I'm not. Yeah, MODOK and Frog Feller.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Frogman.
What is this? I got this one. I got Fat Bastard.
Oh shit.
Great.
I didn't know that was even a figure.
That's a McFarlane, ain't it?
Yeah, it's 1999 McFarlane. Fat
Yeah,
Bastard. I
yeah.
have Dr. Evil and Mini Me also from that line.
I had no
I
idea
think it would
those
be
were made.
dope. Oh, they're really
Isn't
good.
the-
They're not
Isn't that the
articulated.
one that like that line the one that got recalled because Austin was like, "Do I make you honey?"
I can only imagine that this one would be recalled because it was $19.99 and there was a package that said "fat bastard" on it. So it probably said like "fat guy" or "fat
Yeah.
fella" or some shit like that. You know?
Yes.
I don't know. But next to that, I have my Jay and Silent Bob figures and this. I have my knockoff Mephisto chair.
Ooh,
Has
where'd
a-
you get
a
that?
The internet. What are you talking
The
about?
internet.
It was-
The internet.
no, on eBay there was a link, and somebody was selling these knockoff Mephisto chairs. And so I got the chair, and I just put somebody different in there every once in a while, and I'm planning on putting Jar Jar in there next.
Yes.
Lucky, all I have is this folding chair from a wrestling.
Oh, good
I
enough.
don't have any chairs.
No
You need
chairs.
the chair. You gotta have
I
a chair.
usually just place Holland on here like he's thinking about Iron Man dying or something.
I do. I am kind of looking for a kind of throne to put Doctor Doom in, though.
That'd be yeah.
I'm lucky enough to have the Marvel Select Doctor Doom, but it's in the box, and I'm
Oh.
like, I don't know if I want to open it because, and I'm like, I paid $25 for it, and if it's going for like $25 on eBay, then I'll just open it. But if it's going
Yeah.
for a lot more than that, then maybe I should not.
Right.
That's understandable.
But I do want it because, or I do want to open it because it has a really dope fucking chair. And people use that Doctor Doom chair from the Marvel Select Doctor Doom for a lot of things I've seen over historically.
You know.
Sitting down action figures.
Yeah. I had that Mephisto and the chair
Really?
back in like 2011, I think it was. I got it for my local comic shop, and I traded it for something. I don't even remember what it was. And then he like
So fucking
spiked.
expensive now.
Yeah, it's fucking
It's
awful,
like
dude.
120. And the Watcher got up there to that price. And I was drunk one night several months ago and saw that I could pre-order a Watcher. And I was like, oh, this is really, really, really exciting. I'm finally getting a Watcher. I don't mind waiting until October for it. And then I got the email that they
Is this
canceled it. And I
is
was
this
like,
the FedEx that
no.
keeps fucking with you?
No. FedEx. This is a completely different story.
Oh.
No, but Amazon canceled my Watcher,
Okay.
and I waited for it for like, I'm not joking, like fucking 4 or 5 months. Just looking at it like, yep, that's gonna come October 3rd or whatever. And then October 3rd came and it said arriving by end of day, and I'm like, hell yeah. And then it said, oh, there's a problem, and I'm like, what? No. And then later it was like canceled. Oh fuck.
What
And
the
it just was,
fuck?
yeah, they canceled it on me, and they let me stare at it for fucking 6 months first before they canceled it the same
Yeah.
day. And I'm like,
That's
ah,
bullshit,
no.
man.
It
Yeah.
sucks so
Walmart
bad.
pre-orders have been known to do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, it's just, it hurts when it happens.
Yeah, I bet.
It's dumb.
man.
I had too many issues.
That's fucked, dude. I can't believe that shit.
But well, I only mentioned that because the Watcher got up to that price range too, so they can
Yeah.
fucking re-release this goddamn Mephisto, since he's obviously gonna make his way into the MCU sometimes.
All right. They
Yeah.
keep releasing the fucking Deadpool one that's been out since 2010.
Oh, 10?
Yeah.
Whatever. You
Oh,
know
the-
what I mean, damn it.
The Select,
Yeah.
that thing sucks. That was my first Deadpool figure.
Me
And I was
too.
like, this thing fucking sucks, man. He
It
can't
did.
even move his legs or arms. Like, he can't do anything but stand there awkwardly, and it's,
He just
it doesn't look good. It doesn't.
No.
look
Tend to stay
There's
away
no-
from
That
select.
was my
fucking
second.
awful.
That was my second Deadpool figure. I got the Legends, the Juggernaut Wave one first.
The Juggernaut one I still have.
I still have the box back there too.
Yeah. I'm fucking still trying to get fucking the arms for this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Venom
yeah.
Pool.
Venom
Fuck
That
Pool.
is
I-
one. Again, like I
I
said
have
last
that.
episode, my problem with Marvel Legends is that I don't want half the figures in a wave, but I
Right.
want to build a figure.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Age of Apocalypse. Yeah, some of those are cool. I want Cyclops. Right?
Right.
But I really only want Colossus,
All right, man. I get
who
you.
is the build a figure.
Yeah. Like, I fucking put up the Watcher arms and a leg, and then the fucking leg for the armadillo dude and the head, and fucking trying to trade, and everybody's like, I'll fucking buy it on you off of you. And I'm like, is that what the fucking post says, dude? Like, give me fucking a day or two. Fuck.
Yeah, I have an Ursa Major arm and leg, and I think the head maybe, and I think my chances of completing that thing are.
Which one is it? The Watcher?
Ursa Major.
Ursa Major.
The bear. And I'm like,
I
I
have
don't
yet to
even
see any of those figures in stores yet.
Yeah, dude, I went to Walmart yesterday. This zombie cat, they had this zombie cat and 2 of the U.S. agents from the Netflix.
And that was it?
Yeah.
And that was it. And then I went to go look at Black Series, and they didn't have shit. They didn't have a single one. They had 4 Star Wars items in the whole Star Wars section, and it was 3 stuffed Grogus and a vintage collection Lando Calrissian.
Yeah. I'm sick of looking at that little motherfucker, dude.
The vintage collection Lando?
Yeah.
Or Grogu?
Yeah. Grogu.
Both.
Like, he's cool on the show, but that's all you ever fucking see at like any store.
So
is him.
The whole season 1, I watched that with my buddy. And the whole time he goes, listen, guy is gonna put the baby down at some point and just leave. He has to. And like every episode he'd be like, well, so we didn't do it last episode. So maybe he acted like he loves this thing more than he loves life itself. That doesn't mean he's not gonna set it down and leave and go do cool Mandalorian stuff.
Yeah.
And then he was wrong. He was wrong.
Yeah, he just. Oh man, it's.
Oh,
I like Grogu. Don't get me wrong, he's cool. He just, I'm sick of seeing him in the stores. Is all I'm
seeing
saying.
on everything.
Yeah. Well, that's because men, women, and children all enjoy the Grogu.
Mm-hmm. Even non-Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's cute.
Yeah.
He is.
He's a cute little fucker, man. He's like fucking like Yoda and fucking Mogwai. What's his name? Gizmo. Had a baby.
Yeah.
It's like yeah.
It's nuts. It's like a little fucking Tickle Me Elmo.
Right. So I feel like it would be really cool to see him as like a young adult and not as like a baby.
Yeah, I think that might be in the cards in the future. I think they're setting him up for that.
Yeah,
that's just my thing.
Like he's about to have a growth spurt.
Listen, the Jedi temple gets destroyed and all of that, and like Luke disbands the Jedi and all of that in the next 3 movies that take place after the Mandalorian.
Are you talking? You're talking about sequel trilogy, right?
Prequel or sequel trilogy, yeah.
Yeah.
Sequel
I don't
trilogy.
think Grogu was there when that happened.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think that if he wasn't, they have a lot of explaining to do.
Right.
Because they have to explain around him, like, why did he leave the Jedi Temple to go do something else before?
Like, they didn't talk about Mandor at all in the sequels.
Yeah.
So we don't know
what sequels. All 3 were out before Mando.
Yeah. There's that too.
It's just, I don't know. I think Grogu needs to go through a fucking growth spurt. And fucking hopefully he gets a lightsaber soon.
Are we gonna have
want him
grumpy
to use
teenage Grogu, like grumpy teenage Groot?
No, I don't want.
Oh God, I hope
teenage
not.
Grogu. I want like Buddhist monk Yoda. Teenage Grogu. Or grumpy, like in the way that Mando is grumpy. Like,
right.
Just I guess I'll fucking do it. Whatever.
I do think that they're going to be reunited at some point.
All right. Have you guys heard the theory that it was Anakin that hit Grogu with.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't believe it though, because I think Anakin at that point he was killing everybody. He didn't fucking care.
I think it was R2.
But they think
It had to been R2. R2 recognized him.
No. I don't think that R2 recognized him. I think that because this is after R2 has met Yoda. Yoda was not kind to R2 at all. He was beating on him with sticks and shit. He did not have a good time on Dagobah.
No, he did not.
So he comes out from behind Luke and sees another one of these little fuckers who's been beating on him for the last fucking 8 months. And it's like, no, Luke, why? It's like, that's how I took those beeps. Was like, this one better not hit me with a stick. I'll fucking fry him.
Yeah. Fucking oh fuck, what was I gonna say? Yeah, but no, they're saying that Anakin hid him away because he's the son of the fucking female Yoda. Yeah, Yada. And she saved his life because he was about to die, and she like stepped in front of him, and like he felt like he owed her one, so he hid away Grogu, so especially so Palpatine couldn't get to him.
I mean, to me that sounds a little far fetched, but
I'm willing to wait to see whatever season.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. See, I like to speculate, but with Star Wars, especially with The Mandalorian, like I don't really have expectations because just
I'm kind of the same.
The world itself, like, tell me a story about Han Solo. I know people dunked on that movie. I thought it was cool.
I did too. I liked it.
Right? Like, you know, prequels.
I mean, we got to see three things in that Solo movie that we've always wanted to see: Han meeting Chewie, the Kessel Run, and for the life of me, I cannot remember the other one. There was another one.
I wanted to see from the comic books. So Dengar in the comic books is all burned up. And he's burned up in the movies, but that's from a swoop race with Han.
Yeah.
On whatever fucking planet they lived on.
Well, speaking of Mandalorian, are you guys pumped for Book of Boba next month?
Yeah, of course.
We're
gonna watch that. We're gonna watch that. Everybody's gonna be talking about it. It's gonna be Boba Fett taking over Jabba the Hutt's palace. He's gonna feed people to the Rancor, or something's gonna happen. Maybe the Rancor is already dead, but based on the trailer, it doesn't seem like he's gonna drop people through that hatch too easily because what's Bib? There it is. Bib Fortuna was running things, got fat, and was sitting on the throne, and then Boba came and killed him and took over, and it's going to be a gangster story because Jabba was a gangster, and so this is the story of Boba Fett taking over as the Dawn of fucking Tatooine and being like, I'm going to make you
an intergalactic crime syndicate.
I'm gonna make you a deal you can't refuse, and he's gonna be like a firm yet fair mob boss gangster, and it's gonna be pretty fucking sick. I think that's the direction it's gonna go.
I agree.
It's gonna be like a Sopranos situation, and I'm all for it. I'm
like
totally
Sopranos,
ready
but
for
in
that.
space. Right.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
it's gonna be dope.
I'm hype for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6. The anime comes out on the 1st of December.
Yeah.
Which I gotta start. I gotta start part 2. I haven't started yet because I got sidetracked with Hitmonkey.
Oh, Hitmonkey's great. Trevor, have you ever seen JoJo's? You said you watched a few anime.
No, I watched like a little bit of Inuyasha and like I told you, 5 episodes of Cowboy Bebop, and that's about it, really. Honestly.
Oh.
That's about it. I'm like, I dabble. Like I told you, I can skim over like plot points, like things like, oh wait, what's the other one? There's the Full Metal Alchemist. I can't say that because I did watch a lot of Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah. Full Metal was great.
I didn't watch any of that Attack on Titan, but I'm aware of the fact that it's like giant skinless fucking Godzilla.
Yeah, I'm pretty much
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any of it either.
That's cool. One Punch Man, I watched a bit of that. I did watch a bit of that.
I thought that was really good.
I watched
I thought
some
that was
Attack on Titan. It's good. They're on their last season or whatever. It's only on like season 4. I watched Tokyo Ghoul. It was good, season 1, and then like 2 episodes of season 2. And I stopped because it was crap. And then I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. Like I've watched all that, including GT.
Yeah, I've watched all.
I mostly
Dragon Ball Z.
am watching documentaries about space, and I
Oh, wow.
downloaded. I was on OPB the other day, or PBS for you guys, PBS,
Yeah.
and it was an episode of Nova about black holes, and it said on the side, download the app and watch endless episodes of Nova. And I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna watch that. So I downloaded the PBS app, and I found this episode of Nova about the stars that I watched last night that really made me depressed, because it said that the stars will all burn out someday and the universe will just be dead black with no stars left. And I thought that they always regenerated and like it kept going forever and ever. But no, at the beginning of the universe, there was lots of stars, and then it's slowly decreasing the new star birth. And it's just at some point they're all going to burn out, and then there's just going to be a dead universe, just all black. And that's sad. It'll be like a shell of universe. And I'm like, oh no.
That's not for a long time.
I mean, we're talking hundreds of thousands and trillions of years, but all the stars.
But that shit, Trevor, that shit gets me too. I watch that shit all the time. Anything about the universe, space, I'm into.
Animals. I like animal documentaries.
Animals, yeah. So no, that also, and I watched this thing about hummingbirds, and hummingbirds move their arms faster than any fucking species can do. And they can consume tons of energy, like they have to eat so much every day in order to move that fast. And it's really fascinating about that, and things about fucking elephants and tigers in there. Did you know Joe Rogan can suck his own dick? Did you hear that?
That's fucked.
He can?
Did not know that.
I mean, he's a very little guy.
Okay,
So,
you learn something new every day.
And like he's actually done this, or is this? You know?
Like, have you seen this happen?
I want to see proof. No.
Pixar didn't happen.
Like the way I learned about it was I watched Jesus and Mero's this weekly or bi-weekly.
I know what Jesus and Mero.
2 times a week. Yeah, 2 times a week show. And they started their show with Joe Rogan on his podcast, and he's got these headphones, and he's like, yeah, I can suck my own dick. And he's talking to somebody across the table. And the guy's like, what? And he's like, you know. And what does you know mean? Like you saw it, or like I'm that flexible?
Yeah.
I'm just, it's interesting. No, it's fascinating. Nobody ever brings that kind of thing.
It's like
I don't think that's something that most people will just come out and say, like, hey, do you know I could suck my own dick?
Well,
But it's Joe Rogan. So
yeah,
Rogan, right.
He took the horse medicine for his COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
I've listened to only a couple of his podcasts, and I'm not a fan.
He's pretty out there.
Yeah. I mostly listen to like Tell 'em Steve Dave. And
I heard somewhere that Joe Rogan is Gwyneth Paltrow for men.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Because of her vagina scented candle and stuff. He's like one step away from Alex Jones at this point.
I
Yeah.
love
He
Alex
started out
Jones,
just-
but not for serious reasons. Because that man is a gold mine of comedy, and he doesn't even realize it.
Yeah, he is a meme gold mine, and you know, turning the fucking frogs gay. And geez, I can't. I've been sharing memes about Alex Jones for like 5 years.
And there's always new ones. He's always putting himself in situations
So he's
to
saying
get
something
more
else
memes
stupid.
made about.
Like that
That's
one that
fun.
was what, a year or two ago where he's on Joe Rogan. He's like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of retarded.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
meme for fucking 2 years after that.
Yep.
After he said that.
That's fucked. But
Well,
yeah,
we haven't said what the code word for this giveaway
Yes,
is gonna
code
be
word.
yet.
Oh wait, does it show the duration of time? Because people are gonna have to have watched this and listening
Oh,
to Joe
we
Rogan
are at-
suck his own dick in order to get the code word.
Well, if we had to hear it, so do they.
Right.
Damn it.
It's been like an hour since we started.
Oh yeah, if we start,
Well, yeah, I think it's code word time.
Yeah, code word time.
Right. It's gonna be zombie.
definitely
That's easy.
Zombie without the S.
zombie.
Singular.
Singular. There's only one of them.
Yes.
There's not
There's
multiple
only one.
zombies. It's not a threat. It's like you could like put it on a leash and walk it if you're brave.
Yeah. Exactly. Like Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is one of
That's
the
a good
greatest
fucking
movies
movie.
ever made.
I agree. That is.
It's
Zombies. All right, so I want to tell you, if you guys don't have Tubi, you should have Tubi.
I used
I
to.
do.
I do.
I
Have
got
TV.
rid of it for some reason.
Because all of
It's
JoJo's
free.
Bizarre Adventure was on Tubi
Yes.
before it was on.
I have Tubi mostly for the Super Sentai and Kamen Rider.
Okay, so what first got me onto Tubi was all of the Super Sentai, which a lot of it is on there.
Oh,
Lots,
fuck yeah.
lots and lots, many seasons. But if you go out of Sentai and look at the horror movies and the documentaries, there's some fucked up shit on there. And when I say fucked up, I mean there are things on Tubi that I didn't think you could show on even fucking HBO or Showtime. Like
Holy shit.
there's a documentary about fucking Gigi Allen, and he has this girl squatting over his face, pissing in his mouth, and it's not blurred or censored at all whatsoever. And you're like, wow. And it's him naked in the shows, like shitting in his hand and throwing it at people. But that's just one thing. What I just watched was this movie from 2008 called Midnight Meat Train.
But yes, I've seen
That was
that.
a wonderful movie.
That
And I
is.
just saw it, and I'm like, damn, that was fucked up. And in a good way. I love
Yeah,
it.
in a good way.
It was.
I didn't have faith in modern horror movies. Then I saw that, and I'm like, okay, all
Yeah.
these naked people hanging off of the streetcar like handles. That was fucking awesome. That was
Yeah.
really cool.
Right.
And holy shit, that was really good. Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper's in it.
The Hangover and Step Brothers, or what else was he in that was funny? It wasn't Step Brothers. It was something else.
It wasn't Step Brothers.
It was Wedding Crashers.
Wedding.
Yes, I think.
That's what I'm thinking.
Was that him?
Yeah, it was. He was the
Yeah.
asshole that the girl was
Oh.
supposed to marry.
Yeah.
And
right.
yeah. So he's like a comedy guy, and here he is in this really fucked up
Yeah.
horror movie, and I'm like, oh. So it's definitely worth watching. And Tubi is just chock full of really good shit, and it's free.
Do they still have all the old 80s classic cartoon shit too? Like they had
Yeah, I watched like 3 hours of 1940s Superman cartoons.
oh yeah.
Shit.
That's why I
shit.
watched on the too.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's tons of stuff on Tubi. It's so good.
And it's free. I don't even know why I deleted it.
It's amazing. The Sentai brought me there, and the fucked up horror movies kept me there. really
Yeah. The Sentai, they got like fucking shit, like I think like 12, 13 seasons on there now,
At
don't
least.
they?
Okay,
Jeez.
I have to ask, what is Super Sentai?
Power Rangers in Japan.
Okay. Okay, so it
Okay.
actually did originate in Japan then.
It did. It's the shit that you see in Power Rangers when they fight in the suits,
Yeah.
but that original actors are from
So
Japan.
I've told this story enough times that I have a good one. So if you've ever seen Voltron,
Yes.
it was a company, Saban. Actually, Inspector Gadget was a French cartoon, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. So Voltron was Japanese, Inspector Gadget was French. And this American company thought they had this brilliant idea. What if we took these cartoons that already exist and just dub them over? The cartoon is already there. All we have to do is put American voices on it and we can profit and do almost no work. And some cocaine fueled genius in the late 80s was like, what if we applied this to live action? Where we take a Japanese show where we've got these heroes and there's these live action parts where they're all Japanese people and the crowd is Japanese and everything's Japanese. What if we just cut all that shit out and put white people in there in California? And then whenever they're actually fighting in the big robots or in their costumes, we can cut to that and then dub it over like we did with Voltron with the voices. And therefore the work, the expensive part is already done because they can just film white people in this cheap ass set going, oh shit, something's about to happen, and then cut to the footage and dub it over and cut back to the set and be like, oh, that was an adventure, wasn't it? And they don't have to film any of the action part at all whatsoever. They just use what already exists.
Stan Lee tried to do it too.
He tried it with
Five-Man. Was it Five-Man?
Was it Five-Man or Jetman or
it was one of them fucking men shows.
It was one of them men. But yeah.
There is actually a dubbed Spider-Man TV show.
Right.
All the footage is Japanese. They brought it over.
The 60s one? Was it the 60s one?
So I thought it was the 70s. Yeah, well, like early 70s, I think.
I've seen
all this shit of Spider-Man in the suit is actually some Japanese guy.
Yeah.
And then you have fucking what's his face being like Trev said, being like, oh, I better change. And then that shit happens, and then he comes back to out of the suit and he's like, that was close. Like, you know.
He's like, you didn't do shit.
But along with that part, not only do they get to recycle the action from the TV show, but they get to recycle the toys from Japan.
Yeah.
So America doesn't even have to make new toys for this thing. They just pull over the toys that they made from Japan and put new stickers sets on them, which cost next to nothing, and resell them in America as Power Ranger toys. And so my whole Power Ranger shelf over there is just the American version of the Japanese toy with American stickers on it.
I feel like my life's been a lie.
It has been.
A lot of catching up to do. And
you need therapy now.
To watch the Japanese ones over the American ones, and it makes me feel snobby because I'm like, it's not even. But when you watch it, when you watch the Japanese versions of it, it is so much more coherent because the American version is cut up and just chopped to pieces to put in all the white people and the American shit. But when you watch it the way it was meant to be originally, it is smooth and it flows all the way through, and it's way heavier. Like in the American version, what is it? The Green Ranger is under an evil spell. But in the Japanese version, the Green Ranger is not under an evil spell. He's mad because the Red Ranger's dad killed his dad, and he wants to kill him because he killed his dad. And it
turned out to be
this wild shit, and they turned out they were brothers, and it's real heavy. And
the green candle, you remember the green candle? Once it burns out, he loses his powers. In Japan, once the green candle burns out, he fucking dies.
And he's dead. He stays dead.
He's dead.
There's this dramatic scene of the Red Ranger guy on a cliff, and he's like, no, and it's all sad music, and he's crying, and he's like,
and the dragon. Remember the Dragon Zord had feelings too. Like the Zords were alive, and Dragon Zord was all like upset and crying because the Green Ranger died, and the Red Ranger's like, he's fucking gone. Live with it. I'm your master now. Like,
so you're telling me that Jason David Frank never wore the Green Ranger costume in the show?
He did.
Okay. Remember in the Power Rangers when the flimsy fucking like shiny piece of shit fucking aluminum foil Green Ranger vest was on?
Yeah.
That's Jason David Frank.
Okay.
When the like regular fucking that actually looks like a vest was on, that's the Sentai.
Oh, okay. Man, they were
That
even
thing looked
being really
the-
fucking cheap.
well. The reason that happened is because after they get done using these props, they fucking mail them to America.
Mm.
Well, after Zoo Ranger, they mailed this shit, and the original vest was broken in this and shipping.
Yeah.
So
they had
they
to,
was like, well,
dash
fuck now.
it one together, and
Yeah.
it looked garbage.
Yeah.
So if you can imagine, if they're recycling the Japanese footage, well, it only goes so far. They can only reuse it so much until
Right.
they have to like actually sit down and record some stuff themselves in California, and that footage looks bad. And you just see it. Like when you go back and watch it, it's just the color difference, the lighting difference between what we
Mhm.
filmed and put over it versus the actual Japanese footage just looks so different. And yeah, and so in Japan every year there's a whole nother team, and they do it like Cowboy Bebop, where there's a fucking strict formula. It's 50 episodes and that's it per year. 50 episodes and it's over. There's a brand new team with brand new characters, brand new costumes, brand new Morphers toys, new toys for kids to buy. It's a whole marketing thing. To have
Wow.
a new thing every year, it's new toys for kids to buy every year. And if you have the same thing, I don't know. I just feel like in America, our superheroes stay the same forever. So Spider-Man, Superman, Batman have looked the same for decades. But over there, they get 1 year to get attached to these characters before they have brand new characters.
Yeah.
And it's weird to me.
Yeah.
And it didn't really stick that way here in America. So that's why they stretched one for 3 seasons before they were out. And they just had to just do the system of a new one every year. And in America, I remember distinctly being a kid and them being like, what? New costumes, new characters? I'm out. I'm not watching that no more.
Yeah.
And we just don't do it the same as they do in Japan.
Yeah. Like the reason the Green Ranger turned into the White Ranger was they completely ran out of fucking Green Ranger footage.
And they
'Cause
even
he
made
was-
more and ran out of that.
Yeah.
They made
He
a
was
few
only
more
in
episodes.
like he wasn't even in like half a season, I don't think, was he?
He was in like a handful, like 7
Yeah.
episodes maybe.
Yeah.
Of the original.
So they fucking stretched that shit. And then the reason we're kind of lucky that they didn't transition over the suits from Zoo Ranger or to Die Ranger, because the fucking White Ranger in Japan was a kid and he was short. That's why the sword could talk, because he was pretty much like, do this, do that, don't be a
Yeah.
dumbass. Like he was the
The-
main Saba,
Saba.
whatever his name is, yeah, over there. But and then the Gold Ranger from Zeo, he was a kid too. It's just
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So
He was like-
they follow
Shit about Power
that
Rangers, dude.
influence in Turbo by making the Blue Ranger a kid.
yeah.
I remember that too.
Yeah, so in whatever, it's worth going over and watching it. It's hella like heavy. Like we're
I'm
talking
pretty interested in it now.
death
Since you
and murder. Like Rita is her name is actually the witch Bandora, and she hates
Yeah.
humans and wants to fucking kill humans.
No, children,
because they
just
believe-
children.
Oh yeah, children, murder children.
Wow.
It's really fucking heavy.
She does, dude. Which they did a pretty good job of cutting it, dude, because every episode I felt like she fucking kidnapped a kid. Just about,
Yeah.
wasn't it? And
Yeah.
fucking, yeah. And it all came down to because when she was a fucking good witch, her son was killed. So that made her hate all children.
And that's another thing about it is that the American version didn't give any thought to backstory because they're like, fuck these kids. They don't
Right.
need to give a fuck about any kind of backstory. I'll just make some shit up and who cares. But the Japanese story actually does have deep ass backstory that goes
Right.
back, and each character has what do they call that? Character
Story arc?
development and like
Development.
story arc, all of that. And in the American version, they just didn't bother because they were like, kids are 6 and fuck them. We're just gonna sell them toys.
Right.
I don't care.
But in like Japan, fucking they think kids are like little adults and just don't give a shit. And they'll be like,
Mhm.
look, your favorite superhero's getting murdered on TV right in front of you. And they're like, fuck. But you bring that shit over here, nobody does.
It's
So,
a lot. It's heavy. Like
It is heavy.
Satan is in that one. In Jew Ranger. Like
Yeah.
I told you, there's only 51 episodes or 53 episodes.
Yeah.
And in the final couple episodes, there's a giant head in the sky, and his name is the Great Satan.
Yeah.
And he blows ice breath at the fucking Megazord and freezes him up and shit. And it's like, what? This is so much better than what I gave us in America.
I gotta watch
Who's also alive. Don't forget that, man. The Megazord is alive.
It's a god.
Talking shit.
It
It's like their god.
to them from the clouds. And it's a god, and it's like speaking in Japanese. I can't do Japanese, but it's like talking down to them from the clouds, and not just some mindless robot that they control. It's a thing, like a sky god thing. It's heavy. You need to get really big to watch it.
Yeah,
it's
It's
one of
good.
those things. Goddamn, get me off. I can't. I'll talk about Power Rangers all day.
No, same,
Oh,
same,
wow.
man.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Power Rangers. Like I said.
It's just you had to be at this specific age at the specific time, and I just happened to be right in the Goldilocks zone for it, where it was September of 1993, and I was exactly 6 at that time.
I was
about 8.
I was 9. I was 9.
I was not alive.
Yes, I was 9.
So,
and it was different than anything we've seen, man. And
yeah, it was.
I feel like Power Rangers is one of the main reasons why I grew up to be the nerd that I fucking am.
Yeah.
Well, that and Batman the Animated Series. That was the 2 main ones that got me.
Thundercats.
I didn't see that until later.
I saw. I never had cable. Always had like VHS tapes. So my dad had old cartoons. Like I said last episode, he had a recorded TV, a bunch of episodes of Swamp Thing. He had like the first 3 episodes of Thundercats on VHS, and I watched that until it broke.
Yeah, I was like, I need more, but you only got 3.
Right. That was from there. I got into all my nerd stuff, mostly comic books.
Yeah.
I didn't get since I'm born in 1986, and He-Man is like 83 or 4, and Thundercats is like 85 or 6 or so. I didn't get it until I was 5 or 6 and going into a tape rental store and looking at the kids section, and there's a sun-bleached copy of Thundercats with the styrofoam insert inside instead of the tape. And it's been sitting there in the window with the sun beating on it for so many suns and winters or summers and winters that it bleached.
It's faded.
The color out.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like super light in color. And the Ninja Turtles tapes and the He-Man tapes. And I would rent those as a kid. And that was my experience to stuff that I couldn't have possibly seen when it was on TV because I was like 0 years old.
Yeah, because I was born in '84, so all the '80s cartoons I didn't get into until later. Like Ninja Turtles was one of the first ones that I actually started watching. Then it was Batman Animated Series. Then there was Power Rangers, and then there was another one, X-Men.
Yeah,
X-Men was another one.
X-Men Evolution. I watched that as a kid.
It was
something.
There's so much good shit. And
I loved it when I was little. As someone who almost only reads X-Men comics now.
Yeah.
What? Like, I'm thankful because that's like what got me into X-Men. But I look back and I'm like, I mean, I'm glad I enjoyed it then. But with the knowledge that I have now, no.
My dad walked into me watching the Spider-Man animated series.
Yeah, that was another one.
And was like, is this a fucking Spider-Man show? I was like, yeah. And he's like, those are comics, right? And I was like, what? And he was like, come on, man. He's like, fucking, we're going to go to the comic shop later. Like, I'll show you what I mean. And like, I walked in and just like instantly fell in love.
Yeah.
It was awesome, man. And, I didn't know. And they'd be like, oh, the X-Men, that's a TV show too. And he'd be like, what the fuck? There's an X-Men TV show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he read comics when he was younger too. And he was like, man, you guys get all the good shit. But I feel like I say that to my kids a lot too now. It's like, you guys get all the good shit. Like fucking
right.
Yeah, when I was growing up, I didn't have access to like comics or anything, so I was already an adult by the time I started reading them.
Right. Comic book stores, I feel like in the 90s was it was just what a dime and a dozen.
Yeah.
Now I feel like they're a lot easier to find.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not bad. We had one probably like I'd say 20 minutes away from our house when I was a kid. That's when he took me to.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
I'm pretty much the only nerd in my family. So
I feel that.
Same.
Dude, I live in Hillbilly County, bro. I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it sucks.
Ain't nothing but cowboys and lifted trucks here.
Yeah.
I live in the meth capital of the world.
It's
So,
like there's like a cornfield, you know, like a block away from my house. So, and it's little dick energy trucks and fucking everything else, man. It's just you can't get away from it.
right.
We have a concert series that's called Tall Boys and Tailgates, and I hate it, dude, because it's always like country music. Like, well, last time they had Tech Nine and Jelly Roll.
Ooh, I love Tech Nine.
Me too.
I love me some Tech Nine.
Me too. And it was awesome, man. But everything else was like fucking just country music shit. And I'm like, fuck.
Do what?
I'm a huge fan of hip hop. I just don't really like Tech Nine.
Yeah.
Not my thing.
All right. I guess he's not for everybody.
No,
I mean,
he's not for everybody.
But nobody's really like me. Don't judge me.
Clan.
All
Wu-Tang
right,
Clan
Wu-Tang.
is brand.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
In the past year,
nobody fucks with the Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang Clan is for the children.
Like, don't judge me, but in the past year, since he's gone like fucking punk, I've fucking been listening to Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't really like
Yeah,
it.
not my thing.
I'm not a fan of the rap music, but his like punk music is actually pretty fucking decent.
To me, it sounds like I'm trying to be Blink 182.
Travis Barker's his drummer, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's the point he's trying to make.
Yeah. But yeah, man, you know, fucking, but yeah, Travis is his drummer and his producer. So, but that's the thing though, is like, as a teen, I listened to like a lot of Blink 182 and shit. Like,
oh yeah,
so,
Green Day, all those.
Yeah. So when my kids started playing this shit, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" They're like, "Machine Gun Kelly." I'm like, "Fuck, this is actually catchy." God damn it.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't a fan of his rap music, but this shit's not bad.
Who's rap music?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Yeah.
I was just saying, since he's gone fucking punk or whatever, like his shit's not bad.
Well, until he insults somebody in that genre, like he did to Eminem, and gets kicked out or leaves.
Dude, he already insulted Slipknot.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
Yeah,
he's done.
They were at a concert, and he was like, "At least I'm not." He's like, "At least you're here, not over at the other stage with the 50-year-old weirdos that wear fucking masks."
Well, at least they have good fucking music.
All right. Fuck yeah, they do. I'm like, why, bro? Like,
yes, I have all of the inside information on that particular beef.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So MGK had Corey Taylor from Slipknot as a feature on a song of his that didn't end up getting published for some reason or another.
Yeah.
And it was a discrepancy between them that caused the song not to get released. And so he already was angry at the guy, not just for no reason. He didn't say that just because there's some band that is old dudes with masks. He was already angry at him over that feature situation that didn't happen. But MGK was a good rapper, and I discovered him when he first came on the scene. He splashed on the scene with this song called, God damn it, I can't remember what it was, but it was really fucking good.
Was it on Black Flag?
No, it was like a single because he didn't have anything. He didn't have a label, he didn't have an album. It was just a song with a video.
Wait, he's from good. Where you are, ain't he?
No, he's from Cleveland.
Okay.
He's from where Bone Thugs are from. Nobody else is from Cleveland. Nobody else is from Cleveland except for Bone Thugs and
MGK.
Yeah.
And the Cavaliers. So he was a good rapper, and then fucking really shifted gears hard, like hard with this shit that he's done in the past couple of years. And it sucks, and I don't like it. And just that's my opinion, man. Because his rap was good. He was a good rapper, but he's not a good whatever this is, whatever the fuck.
I wasn't a fan of his rap music. There's a few songs that I liked. But like I was telling them, when he got to I guess you could say it's pop punk. I don't know. I fucking, because it's got that Blink sound to me. And I was
Blink-182?
Yeah.
I like Blink-182.
Yeah,
I
was a huge Blink fan when I was a teenager.
I liked them back when they wrote songs about, you're going on a date and fucking your dad and shit like that. Benoit Balls.
Yeah. But I don't know, man.
Cheshire Cat, that album, awesome.
Yeah.
Buddha, that like LP thing, awesome. After that, nah. To me, it's like Guttermouth is my favorite punk band. They're one of my top 10 favorite bands in the world. Almost nobody's ever heard of them. But
I haven't.
One of my all-time 10. And they're like very similar in a way to Blink-182 in that they will write a song about whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
And it's enjoyable if you like punk music.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been listening to that. Which through that I fucking discovered Mod Sun. I've never heard of that fucking guy before.
I like
great.
The same. I like him too. He's good.
I've been listening to Hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute, you guys! I just got somebody messaged me, asked me where the podcast is at. Is this live? That we can like? Is there a link, or do we have to wait till it's over?
We have to wait till it's over to post it.
We have to wait till it's over.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll get added.
On that note, it is 5:02. We've been doing this for an hour and a half. I think it is time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say, Adam.
Okay. I promised a couple buddies of mine I'd give them a shout out on the next one. So we're going to shout out to Shane Ford and Steve O'Beg, because without them, I wouldn't be collecting shit.
Yeah.
They're the ones that got me into Marvel Legends.
Nice. So. Nice. Right? Yeah.
So they're the reason your wallet hates you.
They are the reason that your wallet hates you.
Yes.
I made that decision on my own.
Shout out to Joe Rogan for being able to suck his own dick.
Yeah. Shout out. All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna end it, guys.
Shout out to Machine Gun Kelly's pop music for getting me disgusted looks.